Hello, this is George Hayes, and this is Introduction to C, tutorial number 11. We're going to cover some more on control flow today, primarily the switch statement. And we'll go ahead and get started on creating our project again. Their console application, C style program instead of C++, and I'm going to label mine C011. Very simple. And go in here, open up main.c, take away the first statement. I'm going to start off by creating the character C and putting a while loop in, and while C is not equal to, and we're going to put Q lowercase and close our loop. And let's see, we put our switch statement in, and we'll switch on C. Alright. And then our first case is going to be if C happens to equal S, for example, and tab over on that just to keep it clear, and G L O, and then a break after that. We'll put a couple cases in here so this looks like it's doing something more than it really is. And you're supposed to have a colon after each of these also, just so you know. And we're doing our print F again. And go down one more. And put a few in here. Make it look like there's actually some options on here. And you'll see why in a few seconds here. And no, it won't actually be playing a game, but we'll have this in so we can make some changes to see how this can be used in a few different ways. Let's see. One of the more boring parts of dealing with as far as program, and then as far as our default. Okay, default here is one that it goes to if none of these other cases are created, and in this case we're going to actually have it print sort of a menu for us. We'll just go ahead and make menu colon and say something equals S, and put a comma and goodbye, comma, let's see, play game equals P, time equals T, and quit equals Q. /n on it, finish it, and then we'll do C equals get char, and we'll actually put another get char under here, and I'll show you why in a few minutes that we're doing that. And we're going to show you a couple different things. Alright. And then up here we're going to actually add in C equals 0. And the reason we're adding this C equals 0 in is because if we don't zero it back out, it won't go back to the default on here. So and it'll just continuously run through the loop forever and ever, printing out the same thing once you've entered it in one time. And that will just suck for a program. Okay. And let's see, I think that's ready to build. Warning implicit declaration print. Let's see, messed an F there. All right. There we go. Alright, so it gives us our menu up here, and then we can select different options. For example, if we hit T, it gives us time. It goes over to quit. You know, you could hit Q to quit, actually quit. You know, so T prints out time to live. So go ahead and restart it again, and do it again. G for goodbye, S for say something. Notice it says hello. And we'll go ahead and quit here so we can make some more changes and show you why I did a few things. Okay, the get char, that additional one, if I take that out, it will actually run through, because when you actually put in, let's say, one of these values in here, let's like, you know, T or G or anything like that, you actually, when you hit the enter button, it leaves a return line or /0 or whatever in there, and it wants to print through that also. So what it does is it runs through the loop a second time, and you end up with two of these goodbye menu statements showing up. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll just hit T for example, and as you see, before it comes to an end, it ran out both of them, and then it printed a menu twice. The second get char on there is just to get rid of the return statement on it, or return character. Alright, so we'll take that back, uncomment it, build it again. But before we go running, let's comment out like the /c equals 0, and we'll build, and I'll sit there and run that real quick. Okay, so now we have, you know, quit as far as all like that and stuff. But if we hit T, which we commented out the thing, it says time to live, or did I rebuild it? Let's see. It was on S, sorry. I'll just do S and run it again. Alright, so hit S, and it just keeps running hello, and we'll have to Control C to break from it and uncomment that. Alright, now we have get character in here right now. We can come up here, I think it's con.io we can add in. And we're going to change get char to get ch. Now, get ch will not require the return statement on it, as far as you'll just hit a letter and it'll go to it. So we'll go ahead and run that, do a build, run, and so if I hit T, no, I got the get character in there still. I got to comment that out. Sorry about that. Build. Alright, so anyway, here we go. Now I can just sit there and hit S, for example, or T and P, and I don't actually have to hit the return character, or key, to actually do this. And this would actually be something that'd be useful if you, let's say, you were building a console-based game and you wanted to increment or decrement something, so, or left or right, or change your attitude in game. And in fact, you'll probably find they use a switch statement like that in your Windows application. So if you're writing a Windows game and so forth, there's a switch as far as in there for accepting your keyboard inputs, and you'll be using it in there. So there's a lot of different uses you can use this for. You could use it as far as for, looking at variables, as far as mathematics, looking for other keyboard inputs, and You'll find them in all sorts of different programs. Anyway, however, that is the basics of this program for now, or this tutorial for now, I should say. And if you would, I'd appreciate it if you liked the thing and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.